So, hey, yeah. Okay. So, hey guys, it's Phantom, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel for another reaction video. So, I tried filming this before, but I couldn't. Well, I could, but I talked for way too long. Right? I mean, guys, I feel like the longest hiatus, besides Life Simmer's hiatus, was my hiatus. Because I disappeared from YouTube for like 6 months. Oh my god, like, I'm so sorry. Like, okay, I'm back now, so we don't have to worry about that. You know, I'm trying to be more scheduled and planned out, and, you know, as I said, you might see later videos from me from time to time. So just be ready, just be prepared, because you never know when I will put a video out for you on Friday nights. But, it is currently 7:32. It's pretty early. I normally film at 8, but I was like, no. I don't usually spend that long on things, you know, before I work. So, yeah. Ooh, I can't wait to see that. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I know your pain, Plama, of being behind on, schoolwork, you know, like, on, like, school assignments, because that's happened to me before, and it is not fun. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you will never, ever, ever hear me bash on The Sims, ever, because The Sims is my favorite game in the world. It completely changed my life. It gave me the best job in the world, which is YouTube and filming videos and playing video games and, you know, just being the nerdiest me ever, because I am such a nerd. Like, I've always been a nerd. I've always been, like, a movie nerd. I've been a book nerd. I'm a gaming nerd. Like, I'm just... Hi guys, my name is Phantom Sims. I'm just your average, typical nerd. You know, who's been with a career for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years, next summer, so yeah, like, I have so much stuff that I want to do. Hopefully, I can, like, hopefully, when the time comes, I can, like, go to, EA Play. Oh my gosh, guys. I've been wanting to go to EA Play for years. I've been wanting to go to EA Play for almost 4 years now. Like, I haven't even had my channel altogether for 4 years. I've been on YouTube if I had my old channel, you know, I probably would have been on YouTube for 4 years at this point. No, not really. You know what I mean, like almost 4 years. But I do really want to go to EA Play and put out content for you guys, get early access to things. And I did something crazy that I never thought I would do, ever, which has to do with EA and The Sims and stuff, and I'll let you guess for yourselves because I'm gonna update you guys on Twitter of what I did today. You know, what I did today before I sat down and filmed. I was like, oh, I should do this. I've been wanting to do this for so long anyway, so why not? Yeah. Right? By the way, I am not a fan of rain, believe it or not. I hate it when it rains. I do not like rain. I like cold weather, but I don't like being in cold weather for like long periods of time. I like beach weather. I'm a very beachy person. I love beach cold. Like, beach cold, like, you know, beach cold to me, beach cold for me is cold cold. Like, that's true cold. And I live, okay, so, you know, I obviously can't wear hoodies right now because it's too hot. It's like on fire. It's like on fire right now, and it is not the time right now for sweater season and hoodie season. So I am very jealous of FOMO right now, because if it was sweater season and hoodie season, I would be in a hoodie right now, probably drinking some tea, you know, watching some TV or filming some videos, you know. But I would totally buy that hoodie. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Okay. So, funny story. If you guys were around when I, you know, came back to YouTube, like, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago now. I don't even remember. It was probably, yeah, it was 2 years ago. So, wait, was it? Yeah, it was. I came back to YouTube like 2 years ago, and I started a Generations Let's Play. Or, did I? Yeah. Wait, no, not that. It was, my Pets Let's Play. Back in Season 1. And Kyle, I'm pretty sure that was his name, yeah. His name was Kyle. Or something. Yeah, his name was Kyle. Or, oh my gosh, like, I seriously can't even remember his name. It's been that long. So, yeah. Basically what happened was, I sent him to university. And I wasn't paying attention to him. And he started a fire in the kitchen. He was cooking, and he set the kitchen on fire. And, yeah, that wasn't a good time. Because I wasn't paying attention to him. And I have a fear. I literally have a fear. I feel like I am a pyrophobe. Like, a pyrophobe when it comes to cooking. Or, you know, seeing, like, electrical sparks or something. Something of either accidentally setting something on fire or, or seeing sparks, which can cause flames, and it really scares me. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Right? Guys, my Sims get so many calls from their friends, like, hey, so-and-so, do you want to go to the bar tonight? Or, hey, so-and-so, we're having a gathering, do you want to do this? And we're like, and it's like, I don't know, it could be like 10 at night, and they're like, no, we're tired, we need to go to sleep. It's like 10 at night or whatever time it is. Or it could be like 1 a.m. and their friends are like, oh, so-and-so, there's a thing at blah, 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 and let's go to blah, blah. You know, so I totally get it, because you don't want to go anywhere at midnight or 3 in the morning. I mean, unless you need to go somewhere at 3 in the morning, but I don't know anyone that wakes up that early to go somewhere, like, in real life and in a video game. Right. 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 Like, people aren't defined by their traits. It's just, traits are basically just things that people develop over time. You know, like how I consider myself a nerd, and how I'm a little bit of an introvert. Like, I'm a mix of an introvert and an extrovert because I don't really like leaving my bedroom. I love being in my room. Like, rarely get up I rarely get up and leave my bedroom because it's really comfy. And I just love being alone by myself because that's how I can concentrate. No noise, no anything. I can just concentrate, you know, and also vocal would have to be one of my traits. And hardworking as well. As well as a little bit forgetful at times. But yeah, traits are basically something that you develop over time. Right. Right. And it makes sense because you would want to be alone when you're like filming videos because you like the peace and quiet and you can concentrate. I mean, after a while it does get a little boring being alone and not doing anything to occupy yourself for several hours a day. But at least the good thing about YouTube is that you could work whenever you want. Like, there's no schedule. You make your own schedule because you are in charge of yourself. Sorry. I'm trying to get a point across here. Which I love that about what I do because sometimes deadlines and I don't mix very well. You know, I don't like being restricted creative wise, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm someone who's very creative and very vocal and needs to express myself in ways that not a lot of people would understand, unless they either got to know me a little bit better or knew what I did for work, you know. And I love video games. Like, I have to have The Sims because it is a huge part of my life. I play it all the time. If I'm not playing The Sims and if I'm not doing YouTube, I am getting way too much custom content for my game and breaking it. Right. Right? Or like, I need to go home and watch a movie. I need to go home. Like, or like, it would be like, okay, this is fun. I want to go home and relax and watch a movie and play some video games and drink some tea or some hot chocolate now, or get under a blanket, you know, watch my favorite show. You know, just like you want to go out, but then you want to go home. It's like, what's the point? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd say that I'm family oriented as well. Like, I love being around my family. Like, literally, every weekend basically, I'm always watching a movie. Doesn't matter what day it is, but like, oh wait, no. It's always Saturday. It's always Saturday for me. Like, it's either Friday night after I'm done with work, after I'm done with videos, I just sit down and get cozy and watch a movie, or it's Saturday. Saturday is basically my movie day, because like USA and all these channels, come on with all these movies and stuff like that. And basically, I just love watching a ton of movies. Like the other day, for like, I think it was last weekend, was when the Hunger Games series was on, and I watched all of the Hunger Games movies. And now I want to sorry, I can't talk. Now I want to own all the Hunger Games movies, because I've seen all of them, and I am more of a movie watcher than a book reader. But, I mean, it depends on the book. I would totally read the Hunger Games trilogy, because I've seen the movies. I have more of an insight on the characters, although the book does tell you more about them. And to be honest, I actually do want to own the Hunger Games books, because I'm a huge Hunger Games fan, believe it or not. Or, I'm just a huge action movie fan, believe it or not. Like, I'm a huge action movie fan. I've seen, like, Aquamarine, more than one time. I've seen, what else have I seen? I've seen, like, a ton of movies. I've seen Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun is one of my favorite movies, by far. I've seen all the Descendants movies, because I'm a Disney freak. I grew up on Disney. I love Disney. Like, I grew up on old Disney. I grew up on new Disney. I grew up on Descendants. I grew up on Jessie. I grew up on Hannah Montana. I grew up on The Proud Family. I grew up on Kim Possible. I grew up on all these shows and all these movies and stuff like that. And I grew up on, like, animated Disney movies, too. Like, what movie was it? I grew up on, like, all the, animated Disney movies. Like, I love Cinderella. I love The Little Mermaid. I grew up on Barbie. Like, I grew up on all these movies. And, like, I have a pretty extensive movie collection, believe it or not. I love watching movies. Yeah, that would be a great idea. No, it's not stupid. It is not stupid. It just seems like it's not stupid. It's actually a good idea. Like, don't be hard on yourself, girl. Collectibles are a necessity. Guys, like, I have so many collectibles. I have 3 collectible dolls. I have an extensive Barbie movie collection, which took me several years to start up and continue on with. Plus, I have an extensive video game collection. But I do want the Batman games because I'm a huge fan of Batman villains, especially Harley Quinn. I am a Harley Quinn nerd. Like, I'm serious. Okay. So, one day I'm gonna have to tell you guys about my findings on, like, Harley Quinn related stuff, because it's crazy. Like, I found some cool stuff. Do I own all that stuff? No. I literally just have posters. One of them is from Comic-Con. The others are from a store that I can't remember the name of. And I found a couple things on Amazon and so on and so forth. But yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff. Right. I'm not necessarily a frog person, but, like, you know, IRL. Like, I've had turtles before. They don't really do much. Turtles don't do much. I've had a fish before. They don't do much either. But I mean, when I had turtles, it was years ago. And they weren't even mine, but they don't do much. Would I ever have frogs? Probably not. Right. Speaking of I actually love collecting seashells. I don't do it all the time because I don't, you know, go to the beach much. I mean, I do, but I don't. It depends. But I remember when I was younger and I collected seashells. It was a fun time. I still remember it, even though it was years ago. Oh yeah, you can do that. Right? I mean, okay. Okay, so basically in The Sims 3, when you open your Sims fridge, your Sim has, like, apples. They have, well, they don't really have apples. You have to buy them, but they have tofu. They have tofu in their fridge. Have I ever used tofu in a recipe? No. Have I ever tried it? Have I ever tried it? I would want to, because I'm a lover of Japanese food, like Japanese type foods. Like I love eating nori. I love nori so much. And if you don't know what nori is, it's seaweed. I love nori. I love ramen. I've tried real ramen before. It's really good. I've tried real ramen. I've tried instant ramen. One thing that I want to try doesn't really have to do with food. It has to do with drinks. Like the types of Japanese type sodas. So there's like these cool sodas. They come in like glass bottles, and there's marbles in them. And they just seem so interesting, and they look like they taste so good. And I'd love to try that. Oh yeah! If you guys don't know, if you've never played The Sims 3, freezer bunnies are basically a reference to the ice cream truck that was outside your Sims house. I can't remember if that came with... I think it came with University Life, if I'm not mistaken. No. University Life or Generations. Either one of the two. I can't really remember. I don't think I paid much attention, but the truck is literally always outside your Sims house. There's almost always a freezer bunny on your lawn. And if you sell the freezer bunny, it's worth 1,000 simoleons, which either 100,000 or 1,000 simoleons. So, yeah, that gave you a little bit of money. Yeah. Kidult, though. Like, that is so funny. Like, Kidult basically means, in my perspective, an adult that still acts like a kid. You know, that still acts very kiddish. But, you know, they're still, you know, they're like responsible. Obviously. Would I ever be a kidult? No. Yes and no, probably because I'm such a nerd and I love playing video games. But, I mean, everyone loves video games. Not everyone, but, you know, a lot of people I've come across love video games. Yeah. Yes. Right. Right. Right, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah. By the way, hopefully you guys can hear hopefully you guys can hear Pamela speaking, because my headset was off the entire time. And it was annoying. So I hope you guys can hear Pamela now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video to how can The Sims 4 improve, and oh my gosh, and have a great rest of your day, or your evening, or your night, or whenever you're going to be watching this. And as always, I link the video in the description so that you guys can watch it for yourself and leave your opinions down below in comments. And be sure to leave a like, comment, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.